Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing right here, man? Check it out. Palantir is up over $2 and roughly 30 cents right now after the bell, after the company reported earnings, and that is percentage-wise. Let me pull it up and see here, guys. Bear with me. 13, almost 14%. So we have to break down the earnings, the charts in this video, guidance, all that good stuff. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. And guys, if you're not following me on TikTok yet or on Twitter or X now, guys, what are you doing? Make sure to go follow me at Stocks Talk Stocks. That's linked down below, guys. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, earnings came out and now we're up almost 15% after the bell. So let's just dive into it and look at these numbers. So for Q4 2023, Palantir Technologies reported adjusted GAAP EPS of 8 cents, which came in line with the expectations, and sales ended up beating $608 million versus $602.41 million expected. So inline EPS, beat revenue. Looks like they see Q1 adjusted income from operations of $196 to $200 million. They see Q1 revenue of $612 to $616 million versus the estimate, by the way, of $617 million. So Q1 revenue is pretty much right in line with the estimates, which is pretty good. It looks like full year 24 revenue is seen at 2.65 to 2.66 billion versus 2.65. Okay, so pretty much right in line there, which is really good, guys. The Q1 revenue guidance is in line. The full year revenue guidance is looking pretty good. We have adjusted income from operations looking pretty good. It looks like here, let me see, Q4, government revenue came in at $324 million versus the estimates of $334. So that did miss a little bit. Commercial revenue beat, though, on the flip side, $284 million versus $268 million expected. So let me see what else here, guys. Looks like Palantir sees full year U.S. commercial revenue in excess of $640 million. They see full year adjusted income from operations of $834 to $850 million. Pretty good there. Let's see here. What else, guys? Anything else? No, that's pretty much it. Based on these headline numbers, at least that I'm seeing here on Think or Swim. So pretty good earnings, guys, and guidance. The fact that they didn't necessarily, raise their guidance, but they pretty much reaffirmed their guidance. And, that's what investors and traders sometimes like to see, right? Because, when earnings come around, especially with growth companies like Palantir, right? We're not talking about, boring old consumer staple stocks here. When it comes to growth companies, there is some anxiety, there is some anticipation. When it comes to earnings, traders, investors, they're like, oh man, what's it going to look like for guidance? Is it going to be strong? Are they going to cut guidance? And clearly that didn't happen. They reaffirmed guidance, and now we're getting Palantir to shoot up, which is a very, very good sign. Clearly the stock was pricing in maybe an earnings miss or maybe, worse guidance. And now that the cat's out of the bag, essentially, right, we got the earnings, we're noticing, okay, guidance was pretty good, or, EPS in line, revenue beat. All right, let's take off. And now we're getting that breakout overall in the stock, which you guys can see now on the 4-hour time frame here. Palantir is clearly above my $18 price alert. So let me actually X that out. Might as well X that out now. But yeah, we're breaking out of the wedge that we outlined recently, guys. Now we're above the moving averages as well. And we went from a place of being pretty much flat for the past couple of weeks and in this wedge for the past couple of months to now finally being directionally bullish again. Based on the last couple of weeks of price action. Now we're starting to break out into multi-week highs. Again, we're breaking above the wedge, moving averages on the 4-hour chart, which is really good news overall. So at this point, it is a bit overbought, right? There's no doubt about it. And of course, we got to give it a couple of days, or at least that's what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but for me, I'm giving Palantir, a couple of days to wiggle out, shake out, do what it's got to do. And if I find a little dip opportunity within this overall breakout, because again, now we went from consolidating, being in a wedge, to now breaking out. We're now directionally bullish. So if we get that pullback, maybe at 18, 1850, 1875, whatever it may be tomorrow, or maybe in a couple of days, right? Then we could figure out, or I'm going to figure out something from there. Or, we'll play it by ear, considering, again, the earnings just came out, and this is super fresh off the press, as I like to say, guys. And you can see the intraday, man. Look at Palantir go. So it was peaking up, or not peaking up, but it was kind of like, teeter-tottering a little bit, $16.80, $17. Then, boom, this thing went ballistic all the way to about $19.30. We've been consolidating for a good half hour now. Now we're starting to break back out. So are we going mid-19s, maybe 20 plus tomorrow? It's going to be interesting, man, especially as this earnings call starts in a little bit here. Maybe it already started. But yeah, Palantir is breaking out. Great earnings. Now we're starting to move here. And mind you, the entire stock market today, let's do a quick little transition here for a minute or two before I wrap up. We had a red day. We had a red day across the board. The Russell went down 1.3% today, you guys can see. So red day for the small caps, which, they've been struggling the past couple of days / weeks, right? You can see that here on the 5-day, 5-minute on the Russell, and on the 10-day chart as well. You can notice that. And we can see the NASDAQ went down about 0.2 to about 0.25% today. S&P down 0.4%. You can see that. So we drifted off a bit on the S&P 500. And by the way, this week we have a lot of earnings. We have PayPal, we have Snapchat, we have, there's so many companies. I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow at some point going over, the different companies set to report this week. But yeah, it's a big, big week for earnings. So we had a red day. SPY, NASDAQ, Russell, the Dow even went down, actually a good chunk, 0.75%. After hitting an all-time high. I think it was last week on Friday. So yeah, what do you guys think about what's going on in these markets? Are we overbought on the indexes? Do you think there's more upside in the short term? Let me know your thoughts, as always, down below in the comments. And again, for Palantir, I want to know, do you guys own the stock? Are you buying it? Are you just holding on right now? Personally, I don't own it right now. Full disclosure, I do not own Palantir right now. But I do, again, plan on buying the dip potentially if we do get that. And I'm going to listen to the earnings call, do all that good stuff as well, and read a little bit deeper into these earnings. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Of course, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs this year. And do not forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best promo right now by far. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Fund your account at least $100. You get 5 stocks and fund it with at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. And there's a bunch of other perks by using that link down below, guys. So get on it, stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.